This guy has lost his marbles. Just the day before, he'd attended his son's funeral with his wife. And then, the very next day, it was the other way around. He was at his wife's funeral with his son. Looking at his son chowing down right in front of him, the man started to wonder if he'd gone off the deep end. The next day rolled around, and there was his wife, alive and kicking. But his son, poof, gone without a trace. From that day on, the man's world got split right down the middle. He couldn't tell which was the real world and which was just a wild dream. Even the bigwigs at the police stations on both sides thought he was nuts and foisted 2 shrinks on him. Here's the kicker. The shrinks from the 2 worlds kept insisting the other one was a fake. But the man knew there was more to it than met the eye. After all, he was an FBI agent. A few days back, a cabbie got offed in the world where his wife was alive. The crime scene was at 611 on a certain street, and there was a red hair left behind. Meanwhile, in the other world, there was a home invasion. A whole family got hit. Mom and dad were killed, and their daughter got snatched. When they chased after the bad guys, they found the suspect's parked car at space 611 in a parking lot. The man smelled a rat and told the cops to comb the area for any red-haired dudes. Lo and behold, they found the kidnapped girl and took out the suspect. In the other world, he and his team went back to the crime scene at 611, and the killer just got nabbed like it was nothing. That left him gobsmacked. He'd always thought one of these worlds was just a figment of his imagination, but now it seemed like both might be the real deal. So he put on 2 colored wristbands to tell the 2 worlds apart. The red one was for the world where his wife was alive, and the green one was for the world with his son. The truth is, it all started when he took his wife and son on a trip. They got into a nasty car accident, and all 3 of them ended up in a coma. When they woke up, his wife said their son was dead, and his son said his mom was gone. But he still saw them every day. It's just that his wife and son never crossed paths. The lady shrink told him it was a classic case of grief-induced hallucinations. Your wife is dead, she said. You're just dreaming up a world where she's still around. But he wasn't buying it. The guy shrink over there said the exact same thing. Just switch the roles, he shot back. The lady shrink, seeing he wasn't convinced, pulled out some papers and told him to read. He read it smoothly. Then she asked, have you ever memorized the Constitution? The man said no. And then she dropped the bombshell. The papers I gave you were the Constitution. If you've never memorized it, how could you read it so fluently in your own dream? The world over there is just a dream. But is it really that cut and dried?